Okay, today we want to look at the old nomenclature of oxyanions. What are oxyanions? Oxyanions are the radicals of oxygen with other elements. That is, when an element combines with oxygen and has a net charge, that is an oxyanion. The following are some of the oxyanions. SO4 2 minus is called sulfate. CO3 2 minus is called carbonate. ClO3 minus is called chlorate. IO3 minus is called iodate. In the name, you will observe that there is this suffix 8 at the end of the oxyanion. The suffix 8 is instrumental because all these oxyanions are a reference point to naming other oxyanions of the same element, because some elements have more than one oxyanion. For instance, chlorine has more than one oxyanion. We have ClO4 minus, ClO3 minus, ClO2 minus, and ClO1 minus. So these are the oxyanions of chlorine. Remember, this is the reference point, chlorate. Chlorine with oxygen, chlorate. Now, how do we name other oxyanions of chlorine? The logic is simple. From this reference point, if there is a drop of oxygen from the 8, you replace the 8 with 8. You replace it with 8. So, because there is a drop from 3 oxygen atoms to 2, you call this one chloride. If there is a further drop from 2 to 1, you introduce hypo. That is extremely low amount of oxygen, extremely low number of oxygen. So you say hypochlorite. Now, looking at the reference also, if there is a further increase by 1 oxygen, you add per to it. So this one is called perchlorate. So from this chlorate, the 8 here changes to per 8. So you call it perchlorate. Comment down here, when there is a drop from 3, you have chloride. When there is further drop, you say it's hypochlorite. Okay, so that is how to name it. We also have something like this, IO4 minus. And you do this only if all the oxyanions have the same number of charge, the same charge. Okay, let's consider this. So how do you name this? You know, the difference is iodine and chlorine. So if this is chlorate, we are going to name this iodate. So if there is a drop, the 8 becomes 8. So the name will become what? Iodide. And if there is a further drop, the name becomes hypoiodide. And if there is an increase from this reference point, iodate, we say iodate. And that is how to name it.